Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we have a new top team for Immortal squad and it is absolutely ridiculous. It was come up with by Frosty. I've hit 24 trillion damage with it and my guildmate even 24.1 trillion damage. So we'll go ahead and talk you through the overall top team first and then all of the budget options if you don't have these heroes or have these heroes upgraded. So the idea behind this team is it is using the 3 Celestial Hypogean heroes. However, they're hardly doing any damage of their own. It is just for the Celestial Hypogean faction talent tiles, which are going to boost the damage of Pandora and Ludovic further than the Graveborn faction talents can take them. That is basically it. You have the core force spell onto Ludovic. You need to make sure if you're running Dunlingr in a team, because there's also a 1 copy version of this team that is working, and I'm going to talk about that after this, but you have to have Dunlingr on Curelock, not on Spellbind. You need him to not deny your own team their ultimates, so he needs to be on Curelock, the purple bell, basically. Yeah, but these are just to enable the Celestial Hypogean faction talent tiles. I will go through the charms, which are considered optimal right now, which are going to be Ludovic with the Insight Charms, Pandora with the Blast Charms, try to double refine all of them, Taylene with the Insight Charms, Dunlingr with the Resolute Charms, and Scarlita with the Healer Charms. However, something really important, if you're going to run the 1 copy version of this team, which I'm going to come to after this, you do not need to even get the charms of Taylene, Dunlingr, and Scarlita. These 3 heroes don't need their charms. It's just really about the Ludovic and Pandora, most importantly. For the team number 2, this is the current best team number 2. It is at 8.5 trillion damage just on this team itself. That is the current highest ever reported. And this team, credit goes to Aimer for coming out with this version. So Damon in front of Shmira, Velka buffing up Damon and Shmira. And for this team, you're going to want to have Arcane Charms onto Velka because that gives her skill power and that is going to further boost her attack speed buff for your allies. And so that is basically, I guess, why Arcane is the best. Arcane is better for this. And Damon Mystic Charms, Shmira on the Butcher Charms, which are the standard. So this is the overall top team. But this team needs to have Dunlingr at plus 15 exclusive equipment. If you don't have Dunlingr at plus 15 exclusive equipment, let's say you have 1 copy of Dunlingr, then what you need to run, you need to run this version. So this is the team you need to run if you have 1 copy of Dunlingr, 1 copy of Taylene, 1 copy of Scarlita. Basically, if your Dunlingr is not plus 15 exclusive equipment or above, you need to run it like this, having Dunlingr on the upper left rather than the upper right. Okay, and this is going to be the team formation. Make sure you have Curelock onto the Dunlingr, not Spellbind. He needs to have the purple bell, Curelock, and you're going to have, again, Ludovic, Pandora. This Taylene and Scarlita doesn't matter. Even at 1 copy, these are working. I'm going to show you the screenshot right now. Even with red charms on Dunlingr, Scarlita, Taylene, it is working and getting almost the personal best of that player. So really, you do not need to worry about the charms of these heroes. They can even be at 1 copy. It's just all about enabling Ludovic and the Pandora with the Celestial Hypogean faction tiles. And again, make sure you have Curelock on Dunlingr. Do not put him on Spellbind. It's going to ruin your score. So for the charms here, it's just Ludovic, Insight, Pandora, Blast Charms. Don't even worry about the other 3 heroes. Just the red charms are doing basically as well as any other charm set. Moving on to team number 2. This is still the optimal team number 2, though, you should run if you have Velka. You can even try to Velka's Lower Ascension, but I'm going to give you some other options. But basically, you just have Velka on Arcane Charms. She's going to be boosting the attack speed of both of your allies here. Damon and Shmira are going to be contributing the bulk of your damage, and they're just their optimal Dream Realm charms, which you already have with the Dragon Roar spell. So this is basically a team. It can hit even up to 21.3 trillion damage is being hit by like low upgrade, low investment, 1 copy of all of these heroes. So you can just see that screenshot. This is the team that you're going to want to run. Okay, now next up, we have a different version of a team number 2. If, for example, you don't want to use Velka on team number 2 for whatever reason, this is an alternate version of team number 2. However, this is not as good. This is going to be on average around 5 trillion damage, or 0.5 or 0.4 trillion damage lower compared to the Velka version we already showed you. But this is an alternate version of team 2. Niru in front of Shmira, Damon buffing up Shmira. As for charms, Damon Mystic, Shmira Butcher, Niru can be whatever. I have it on Reaper charms, Reaper, Eagle, literally any charm set, even a rainbow set for the quality bonus. That's basically all you're looking for, because Niru himself, he doesn't do any damage. It doesn't matter if he has Reaper or whatever he has, he's not going to contribute anything. It's just his charm bonus. and providing the Greyborn faction talent tiles. Okay, so there we have it for the alternate version of team number 2. Now we finally have to talk about if you don't have even one copy of Dunlingr, because this Dunlingr team is going to be the best for you even at one copy. However, if you don't even have one copy of Dunlingr, you don't even want to bother getting one copy of Dunlingr, then you cannot run that team, because of course you're not going to have 3 Celestial Hypogeans to enable the faction talent tile. So you will have to run just a Greyborn team, and then you should run the team which I mentioned in my video that I uploaded yesterday. This team, which is the best team if you're not going for a Celestial Hypogean comp. This is the best team. But like I said, even the Celestial Hypogean team is very free to play friendly because it's working at one copy. You can just get one copy of Dunlingr. You'll already have Scarlita and Tailian one copy or above from the login like events, and so you're good to run that team. But if you don't want to run it, this is the team. Niru in front of Ludovic, Thor in front of Chimera, Pandora in the upper right corner, and then team number 2, Damon buffing up Velka and Bonnie on the other faction tile. This is a minor change compared to what I showed in my video yesterday. Here we have Damon in front of Velka rather than between Velka and Bonnie. This is overall kind of recommended right now. And as for charms for this team, for these heroes, it's just going to be Thorin and Niru charms. They do not matter pretty much at all, but Pandora blast charms, Chimera butcher charms, and insight on the Ludovic are all going to be important. For the team number 2, balance charms on a Bonnie do seem the best, but sorcery can also work. Damon with the Mystic. Velka can be on, like for this team, probably Gale charms are better for Velka, honestly speaking. I have her on Arcane. Arcane is Arcane is the best for the previous, like the earlier teams I was showing of Velka, team number 2, where she's used as a buffer, an attack speed buffer for your 2 key damage deals. Here she's used as a damage dealer. She's used as a damage dealer for your team, and so it does seem like Gale charms might be a bit better for this version. So you can try Gale, you can try Arcane charms and see which one is better for you. And then finally, there's an alternate version if you don't want to run Bonnie. For some people, Viperian is doing better, so you can run Viperian here as well, rather than Bonnie. However, on average, Bonnie is doing a bit better for most people, but for some people, Viperian is still doing better. And then you can just run him on the balance charms because he has those from the Primal Lord earlier. So anyway, guys, that is basically the recap of all the top teams. Just to summarize things, even if you have one copy of Dunlingr, one copy of Scarlita, one copy of Tailian, the best team that you will be able to run is going to be this formation with Curelock, Purple Bell on Dunlingr. That is really important. Do not use Spellbind. You just go for red charms on all 3 of these celestial heroes. Their charms do not matter. And then just make sure you have Pandora and Ludovic on inside charms. Team number 2, you're just going to have this Damon, Chimera, Velka combo. Velka with the Arcane charms for this team. Chimera and Damon with the Mystic charms. So that is a recap. And when you compare it to the only Greyborn team without Celestial Hypogeans, even for like my maxed out almost full Paragon 4 account, you're going to be lucky to hit 20 trillion. But again, if you do not want to get even one copy of Dunlingr, then you can run this Greyborn team. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if there's any other teams or charm lineups which are working well for you. And if there are any updates in the future, I will definitely keep you guys updated. But this has been a massive development in the Immortal squad thanks to Frosty, and good luck getting a top score today. If you guys are not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There's a link to that in the description of this video, and we talk about everything related to AFK Journey. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.